I tested some of the best laptops for architects of 2025, and in this video I'm gonna rank them in a tier list based on their value for money, overall performance, and more. Links to all of the products will be in the description below. Apple MacBook Pro M4 Max. This thing is just so fast and smooth. It's got the M4 Max chip, which absolutely smokes most other laptops out there when it comes to CPU and GPU performance. And it stays cool and stable even when you're pushing it hard with creative work. The screen is gorgeous, the battery life is insane, and it's perfect for architects who want a portable powerhouse with a best-in-class display and long-lasting battery. The only downside is the price and lack of upgradability. But if you want the best Apple experience and you're okay with that, you'll love this. I'm putting this in the gray tier. It's not quite perfect for everyone, but for most architects who want top-tier performance in a sleek package, it's an amazing choice. Lenovo ThinkPad P1 Gen 7. This is a workstation that really nails the balance between power and portability. It's got a super comfortable keyboard, big sharp display, and it's packed with ports for all your peripherals. Plus, the build quality is just rock solid. The battery life is great for a Windows laptop, and it's got the latest Intel Core Ultra chips and NVIDIA graphics, so it can handle everything from CAD to 3D rendering and video editing. It's not the absolute fastest out there, but for architects who want a reliable, professional laptop that's easy to work with, this is a winner. I'm putting this in the gray tier. It's got everything most architects need, and it's a joy to use every day. Dell Precision 7680. This is a beast of a machine, seriously. It's built like a tank and packed with the latest Intel CPUs and NVIDIA RTX graphics, so it can handle any task you throw at it, from heavy CAD to complex 3D modeling. The display is bright and accurate, the keyboard and trackpad are top-notch, and it's got every port you could ever need. It's a bit on the heavy side and battery life isn't the best, but if you want raw power and reliability for demanding professional work, this is the one. I'm putting this in the God tier. It's the best of the best for architects who need maximum performance and durability. MSI Creator Pro M16 Ajax C14V. This is a solid laptop for creative work, with a powerful Intel Core i9 processor and a decent NVIDIA GPU, plus a beautiful mini LED display that's perfect for color-critical tasks. The keyboard is comfortable and the build quality is good, but it's a bit pricey for what you get, and the GPU isn't as strong as some of the competition. It's also a bit noisy and gets warm under heavy loads, so it's not the most comfortable for long sessions. I'm putting this in the average tier. It's a good choice for architects who want a stylish, powerful laptop, but there are better options out there for the price. Lenovo Legion 9i. This thing is absolutely packed with top-tier specs. We're talking Intel Core i9 14900 Ajax processor, paired with an RTX 4090 GPU, which is basically the dream combo for any architect running demanding CAD software or rendering massive 3D models. The 16-inch mini LED display with 3200 to 2000 resolution and 165 Hz refresh rate is genuinely stunning, offering incredible brightness and color accuracy that'll make your architectural visualization pop. However, you're gonna pay for all this power. Battery life tanks to around 2 to 3 hours during intensive work, and this beast weighs enough that you'll definitely feel it in your bag. I'm putting this in the gray tier because while it's not perfect due to the portability issues, the sheer performance makes it ideal for architects who need desktop-level power in a laptop. Lenovo Legion Pro 7i. This laptop rocks an Intel Core i9 14900 Ajax with an RTX 4080, which is still plenty powerful for most architectural workflows, though obviously a step down from the 9i. The 16-inch IPS display with 2560 to 1600 resolution and 240 Hz refresh rate is solid for design work, with a 100% sRGB and DCI-P3 coverage that architects will appreciate for color-critical work. The major downside here is the absolutely terrible battery life. We're talking just 40 minutes unplugged under heavy load, which is honestly embarrassing for a laptop in this price range. I'm placing this in the good tier because while the performance is strong and the display is great, the battery life is a real deal breaker for anyone who needs to work away from a power outlet. Razer Blade 16. This is Razer's thinnest blade ever at just 0.59 inches, making it surprisingly portable for a 16-inch powerhouse. And it's packed with AMD's Strix Point CPU and NVIDIA RTX 5000 series GPU that delivers serious performance for both gaming and professional work. The OLED display is absolutely gorgeous and perfect for architectural visualization work, though the audio system is disappointingly weak for a laptop with 6 speakers. The biggest issue is the price, starting at $2,999. and going up to $4,499. This thing will seriously hurt your wallet, and it still gets quite warm under load despite the improved cooling. I'm putting this in the gray tier because the combination of portability, performance, and that stunning display makes it perfect for architects who need power on the go, even if you'll pay premium prices for it. HP Omen Transcend 14. This 14-inch laptop tries to be a compact gaming machine with Intel Core Ultra 7 to 9 CPUs and RTX 4050-4070 GPUs. But honestly, those specs are just not enough for serious architectural work. The 2.8K OLED display with 120Hz refresh rate looks nice, but the slower response time causes visible ghosting, and it lacks FreeSync or G-Sync support. While it's portable at 1.63 kg and has decent build quality, the limited GPU options and only 32GB maximum RAM make it inadequate for heavy CAD work or rendering that architects typically need. I'm throwing this straight into trash tier because while it might work for light design tasks, any architect doing serious 3D modeling or rendering will quickly hit the performance wall with this machine. Alienware F18 R2. This thing is absolutely massive at 18 inches and weighs a ton, but man does it pack some serious power with that 14th gen Intel Core i9 Ajax processor and RTX 4090. The build quality is rock solid with a premium aluminum chassis, though you are definitely paying for it since configurations can easily hit over $3,000. The display options are decent with QHD plus 165Hz or Full HD plus 480Hz, but honestly it's not the brightest screen compared to competitors, and that mechanical Cherry MX keyboard option is actually pretty sweet. For architects who need a desktop replacement that can handle heavy CAD work and rendering, this delivers the performance, but you're sacrificing portability and dealing with loud fans under load. I'm putting this in the good tier because while it's powerful and well built, the weight, price, and screen brightness hold it back from being truly great. Asus TUF Gaming A16. This laptop tries to be everything to everyone but ends up being mediocre at most things. Featuring a Ryzen 9 processor with RTX 5070 graphics that should be decent on paper. The 2.5K 165Hz display sounds impressive, but the overall package feels like a budget compromise, without plastic build quality typical of the TUF line. Battery life is supposedly better than most gaming laptops, but the performance per dollar just isn't there when you compare it to other options in this price range. For architects, you're getting a machine that can handle basic CAD work but still struggle with complex renders and professional workflows. I'm throwing this straight into trash tier because it's trying to compete in a space where it just doesn't belong. Architects need reliability and performance, not budget gaming compromises. MSI Titan 18 Ajax. This absolute beast is basically a desktop crammed into a laptop body, featuring Intel's Arrow Lake Core Ultra 9 285 Ajax with 24 cores and that flagship RTX 1590 with 24GB of VRAM. The 4K mini LED display is absolutely stunning with incredible brightness and color accuracy, plus you get Thunderbolt 5 ports and triple SSD slots including PCIe Gen 5. Yeah, it's expensive as hell at over $6,000 and the fans sound like a jet engine, but the performance is unmatched. This thing can outclass most desktops. For architects working with massive BIM models, complex renders, and multiple 4K displays, this is the ultimate powerhouse that won't compromise on anything. I'm confidently placing this in the great tier because despite the price and noise, it delivers desktop-level performance that serious professionals actually need. Gigabyte AO ROG 16 OLED. This laptop is basically trying to be the MacBook Pro for Windows users. And honestly, it does a pretty good job with that gorgeous 4K OLED display that's factory calibrated with Delta E less than 1 color accuracy. The 16:10 aspect ratio gives you more vertical space, which is actually useful for CAD work, and the build quality feels premium with that aluminum construction. The downside is that OLED panel is only 60Hz, which feels sluggish in 2025, and while it has decent specs, it's not the most powerful option for heavy rendering work. For architects who prioritize color accuracy and display quality over raw performance, especially those with doing visualization and presentation work, this hits the sweet spot. I'm putting this in the good tier because that display is genuinely excellent for professional work, but the 60Hz refresh rate and middling performance keep it from being exceptional. Acer Predator Helios 18. This thing is a beast for anyone who wants to game hard or needs a desktop replacement for heavy workloads. The 18-inch mini LED display is a stunner, with crisp images, vibrant colors, and a super high refresh rate that makes everything feel buttery smooth. Perfect for rendering or immersive gaming sessions. But it's not all sunshine. It's big, heavy, and can get pricey if you max out the specs. Plus, the battery life isn't amazing for a laptop this size. I'd say this is a solid choice for architects who also want to game or need a massive screen, but don't want to sacrifice portability too much. For me, this lands squarely in the good tier. Not perfect, but definitely a strong contender. Asus ROG Zephyrus G16. This laptop is sleek, slim, and surprisingly portable for a 16-inch machine, making it a good fit for architects who are always on the move. The new Intel processor and upgraded GPU deliver solid performance, and the 240Hz OLED display is gorgeous for both creative work and gaming. But here's the catch. The higher-end GPU options are limited by power and thermals, so you're not getting the full performance you might expect from a 5080 or 1590 card. And the price can skyrocket for the top configs. For me, it's a decent all-rounder, but not the best value at the top end. I'm putting this one in the average tier. Good, but not great. Asus ProArt Studiobook 16 OLED. This is basically a creative powerhouse, especially for architects who live in design and rendering software. The OLED display is a dream for color accuracy and detail, and the hardware is strong enough to handle even the most demanding creative workloads. It's pricey and a bit on the heavy side, and the proprietary power port is a bit of a pain. But those are small complaints for a machine this capable. If you need a laptop that can do it all for creative work, this is a top pick. I'm ranking this in the good tier. Expensive, but worth it for the right user. HP ZBook Fury 16G11. This is the kind of laptop that makes you feel like you can handle anything. Seriously. It's a monster for professional workloads. The performance is top-notch, the build quality is rock solid, and it's been designed with reliability and expandability in mind, which is perfect for architects running multiple heavy apps at once. The display is beautiful and it's built to last, with great support and warranty options. The only real downside is the price, but if you need a professional-grade machine that can keep up with your most intense projects, this is it. I'm putting this in the God tier. It's the best of the best for serious work. Microsoft Surface Laptop Studio 2. This is a real do-it-all kind of machine, with a slick convertible display that's perfect for sketching on the fly or pulling out for client meetings. It's got solid performance for creative work, decent battery life, and a design that just feels premium. But man, the price is steep and the color coverage isn't top tier for pro-level photo or video editing, so you're not getting the absolute best for your dollar if color accuracy is your main jam. I think it's best for architects who want a touchscreen and stylus flexibility, but don't need the absolute best display specs. For me, this lands it squarely in the average tier. Samsung Galaxy Book 4 Ultra. This is a powerhouse with a gorgeous 16-inch AMOLED screen, lots of processing muscle, and battery life that can actually last through a long day. Seriously, you can work for hours without hunting for a plug. It's packed with ports, which is a huge plus, but it's also pretty bulky and heavy for lugging you around, and the touchpad can be finicky. Honestly, for architects who need to run demanding software and want a big beautiful display, this is a great pick. But the weight and price keep it from being the best of the best. That's why I'm putting it in the average tier. Lenovo Yoga Pro 9i. This one is a real workhorse. With a sharp color-accurate display, a comfortable keyboard, and a powerful CPU/GPU combo that can handle demanding architecture software. The touchscreen is a nice bonus, and it's got a solid selection of ports. The main drawback? The battery life is just okay, not great for all-day use, and it can get pretty heavy. For architects who want a reliable, powerful machine with a great user experience, this is a solid choice, but not exceptional enough to go higher. That's why I'm giving it the average tier. Alright guys, thanks for watching. I hope this video helped you pick the best laptops for architects for you. If you have any questions, drop a comment below. Links to all of these products mentioned in this video will be in the description. Alright, peace out.